said he would welcome a third fight with AJ if the opportunity presents itself. Are you interested in seeing this?
Would I want to see it again? I won't be that excited about seeing a third fight because Usyk beat him conclusively twice. But if he does beat Dubois, which is the favourite for Dubois, I'd like to. I wouldn't like to think, but I would think that the smart money would be on Anthony Joshua, just by way of experience. He's been involved in more world title fights, and I think that experience going to help him massively against Dubois. But if Dubois goes for it and sticks it on him, we'll be doing a preview anyway before that fight. Excuse me, Dubois got a big chance, but and I just choked on my old Shanda. I'm drinking the Radler's Shanda in between takes. Hang on, it's hot in here, you know, I'm sweating here. It's like a sauna. So yeah, Usyk beats AJ in the third fight. He's done him twice, so he'll do him the third time. But that's nothing against AJ. Usyk is class and he's so good in that ring.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I can't see him losing.
No. Michael Lloyd.
And those are the words of Carl the Cobra Froch and his prediction of AJ versus Usyk 3. Now, I will agree with Carl Froch on this. I'm not excited about a third fight. I'm just not. I mean, look, everyone wants to see their hero shine. I get it. This is boxing. You win some, you lose some, you know. I think that I'm not opposed to a fight. I'm just not excited about it. We've already seen it. We've seen what Usyk can do in 21. We've seen what he can do in 22. You know, like, okay, are we insane? Or are we becoming, you know, what are we doing? You know, and then it's nobody else to fight as far as those guys go. You know, Joshua should fight Fury. You know, that's what. And here's the thing. Fury has to beat Usyk. You know what I mean? To make that story of the hero from Anthony Joshua make sense. Because I see AJ beating Tyson Fury. I don't see Tyson Fury beating AJ. I just don't see it. Unless he, you know, catches AJ off guard and counters him with something that he never sees and just sticks it on him. Not that shit he did with Usyk. He catches him with a good shot, then starts, you know, clowning, because you don't do that. You know what I mean? He's supposed to stick it on him and put it on him and kept it on Usyk, and the outcome probably would have been different. So I'm not talking about that. So, but I don't see AJ losing to Tyson Fury. I just don't see it. I see AJ catching him with a shot and knocking him out. I see him stopping Tyson Fury, but this ain't about that. This is about the third fight between Usyk and Joshua. Is it impossible, like Carl the Cobra Froch says? He says, even though nothing against AJ, listen, I don't know if those guys squash their beef. I don't know. Maybe not. You know what I mean? But then, you know, Carl said nothing about AJ. You know, it may be everything about AJ. But then again, you know, like we all know, he's already beat him twice. Is it impossible for Anthony Joshua to win? No, it's not. Because we all know, if you watch the progression of any fighter, he slows down. He's not the same. His reflexes are not as quick, as sharp, as crisp. You know what I mean? He's not as responsive as these counters go, you know, and that may all play into a part of AJ having a newfound thing of confidence with Ben Davidson, you know, may coming in there and people think he would shock the world. But would he really shock the world, though, by beating a guy that probably at that time he will be 38 years of age? Okay. You know, and so, like, and you've been in there with him twice. Shit, you got to get him at some point. Juan Manuel Marquez fought Manny Pacquiao 4 times. He knocked him out the 4th time. So was ever anybody surprised? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, well, actually we were. Because he never done that in the third, you know, in those 3 fights. But understand, you know, this Usyk is, every Usyk performance takes something out of him. So you see certain changes in Usyk, even though he trains like the Dickens. He's dedicated. He's religious. He's focused. His physicality, his body, it's changing. So to say it's impossible for AJ to beat Usyk the 3rd time, if I was just this AJ fanboy, I'd be like, oh yeah, let's see it. But then it's like, okay, well, Shit, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, might I dare say, that's probably pretty much what's supposed to happen. You let any fighter go and progress and go and progress. Let me give you guys an example. Let's go back to the 90s. I remember when Julio Cesar Chavez was undefeated and they brought little Oscar De La Hoya in the ring with him. Oscar De La Hoya was no match for Julio Cesar Chavez in that time, in that spar, in that segment of the 90s. He was no match. A few years later, he was. He stopped him twice. I think he fought him in 96, then again in 98. And both of those fights were, ugh. But, you know, Oscar was stronger. He had the experience. He was bigger. You know what I mean? So things change with people. That's what I'm saying. All that to say this. Yeah, Usyk may be too sharp for him in 2021, 2022 even. What about 2025? Because that has been a while away. Okay? And you're looking at it, you're like, okay, well, wow, you know, then everyone's going to say, the casuals are going to say, you know what, Joshua got so much better. I don't know if Joshua got so much better. I just think that maybe Usyk just got so much older that he couldn't do what he normally did with someone like AJ. You know, AJ may be committing more to his punches with Ben Davison. That may be a little blender of truth. But at the same time, you know, Usyk can only take so much like any other man. Especially a man that keeps progressively aging in the sport where Father Time will come knocking at your door. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Carl the Cobra Froch stating that it's impossible for Anthony Joshua to win a trilogy fight with Alexander Usyk. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!